giving God all glory, honor, and praise.
Glory.
Because he is worthy to be praised.
Amen.
Y'all believe that?
Yes.
He is worthy to be praised.
Amen.
Again, does anybody know he's good?
Yes.
Good all the time.
Hallelujah.
I don't know about you, but I came to praise the Lord this past Friday. We celebrated Deacon James Mitchell homegoing. The Lord blessed him to live what could be a ripe old age.
Amen.
But I got news for you. It's not guaranteed for everybody, so you need to make the most of the time you've been given. Don't take one day for granted. I don't desire to be before you long, but I come to encourage your heart this morning. Yeah, I know I may look a little funny, but when you get older, your eyes bother you. And sometimes not enough light in your closet. Not until you come from the cleaners, they separate your stuff. They separated, used to have the suit, the pants together. Yeah. For some reason, I grabbed a black pants, black shirt, and a blue suit coat. So I'm going without a suit coat this morning. People will be like, what is wrong with him? Nothing at all. So hey, I'm going coatless today. That's why, is he that hot? I'm all right, but my eyes, I'm gonna blame it on my wife. She should have picked my clothes out, right? Can I do that, ladies? Can I blame it on her? Can I blame it on her? All right. Amen. Can I do that right? Hey, they blame us for everything, right? That's how you right. Y'all know me. I love laughter and humor is good for the soul. Yes, people say what they want to. Jesus laughed. So don't make it seem like it's serious all the time. Jesus laughed and everything. He was human. But I want to encourage your heart this morning. Recognize I also last but not least my first lady, only lady, best friend, the one and only, my wife. I recognize her. And again, I just want to say I love every one of you all. And that theme is really working because I am getting feedback and God is blessing. So amen. I just want to let you know. But as I also was this morning, as I get into the word, I was in there shaving, and it also kind of came to my mind a little bit. You got to realize, just like God is going to bless overtly and abundantly, I need to let you know I'm starting to sense that God is serious about some things. You need to heed your warnings. Amen. I'm just telling you, I was in there this morning. And just like God is not playing about blessing you, I sense in my spirit He ain't playing about some other things either. Amen. So it's not good to ignore warnings. Amen. The same God that make us shout. Yes. That we love, make us feel good. Is also the same God to bring that other side of Him out. So, in other words, I just say I sense. If you ain't right, you need to get right. Amen. If you're playing, you need to stop playing. Yes, because I'm telling you, the same God that blesses is also the same God that will correct His children in due time. Amen. Yes. One thing, as I get older, I'm kind of sensing there is a difference in me, and not that I ever played, never did, but really it's about God and God only. So, amen. I'm going to put it out here. You take it and do with it as you please. Go to Numbers chapter 12. Numbers 12. And also Bible study will resume this Tuesday. Amen. Those that can and will would love to see your face in the place. Yes. We're going to go back over our milk and meat. And I think it's foundational for all of us. Those that hadn't been through it. If you want to drop in, that's fine. It'll probably be a little different twist. But a lot of questions you have about where you are will be answered during that time. Amen. Yes. Numbers chapter 12. Y'all with me? Yes, I'm going to read 1 through 16. Then Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. So they said, has the Lord indeed spoken only through Moses? Has he not spoken through us also? And the Lord heard it. Now, the man Moses was very humble, more than all men who were on the face of the earth. Suddenly the Lord said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, come out, you three, to the tabernacle of meeting. So the three came out. Then the Lord came down in the pillar of cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam. And they both went forward. Then he said, hear now my words. Is there a prophet among you? I, the Lord, make myself known to him in a vision. I speak to him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. I speak with him face to face, even plainly and not in dark sayings. And he sees the form of the Lord. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So the anger of the Lord was aroused against them, and he departed. And when the cloud departed from above the tabernacle, suddenly Miriam became leprous, as white as snow. Then Aaron turned toward Miriam, and there she was, a leper. So Aaron said to Moses, O my Lord, please do not lay this sin on us in which we have done foolishly, in which we have sinned. Please do not let her be as one dead, whose flesh is half consumed when he comes out of his mother's womb. So Moses cried out to the Lord, saying, please heal her, O God, I pray. Then the Lord said to Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, would she not been ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out of the camp 7 days, and afterwards she may be received again. So Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days, and the people did not journey till Miriam was brought in again. And afterward the people moved from Hazeroth and camped in the wilderness of Paran. You may be seated. I want to talk briefly from the subject this morning. Let the Lord handle the dissension.
Yes. Amen.
Let the Lord handle the dissension.
Yes. Amen.
Along this Christian journey, you will experience times of dissension. Dissension carries the meaning of a strong disagreement.
All right.
A contentious quarrel, discord, you allow me to say conflict and confrontation.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Now, for many of us, this is to be expected. And it's not much of a challenge for us.
All right.
External offenders don't bother you and I, okay? People that we know don't like us and got something against us, when they come up against us in their dissension, we've been in this thing long enough. We've come to church long enough. We've done Sunday school long enough. We've been around the fire of Christianity long enough. We know and we've learned to expect folk from the outside coming against us. Amen? Y'all hurry up. I heard them preach get up out of here. You used to folk on the outside doing what they gonna do. But the ones from the inside, those folk that are close to you, the internal people, those are the ones that really hurt us as people of God. Amen. They hurt us and affect us. See, but as a child of God, you have to learn how to be still and watch the Lord handle your battle. Every time somebody come up against you, it ain't for you to fight. Sometimes you just got to shut up, stand there, and be still. Sometimes you ain't got to open your mouth when folks start blip, blip, blip. As a child of God, sometimes all you got to do is just stand there and just take it. I just come to tell you this morning, let God handle the dissension. Numbers, the third book of the Old Testament. It serves as a bridge from the law being given to them going into the promised land. I love that because God has prepared his people. He gave them a prepared leader, and he's taking them to a prepared place. But before you can go to a prepared place, you have to be conditioned to have a prepared way to live. So God gave them rules and regulations so you know how to get there when you get there. Can I talk? You as a child of God can't live no any kind of way. You are prepared people, destined for a prepared place, which means you ought to have a perfected, prepared walk. Feel like preaching now? Right now? Yeah. So this book serves as a bridge. So the first half of Numbers deals with Moses and the first generation. The second half deals with Moses and the latter generation. So we're dealing with the first generation. So I need to give you a background. We're going to run into this thing and run out of here.
Yes, sir.
Now, Moses has been and is the God-ordained, God-picked, God-led leader of the nation of Israel. Now, he's a little older now. Scholars say between 80 and 90. But he's still in charge of leading a rebellious group of people at times.
Amen.
Y'all get quiet. But I need to let you know.
Let us know, Pastor.
Chapter 12 records an attack on Moses by those closest to him. Now I need to pull y'all into the text. Moses was the God-ordained leader. But how many of y'all know leadership comes in different categories? How many of you know you don't have to necessarily be the president to be a leader? You can be a leader you can be a leader on your job. You can be a leader on the deacon board. You can be a leader of the praise team. You can be, if you're a parent, you are a leader. Y'all ain't with me. A leader is somebody that has somebody following them. And how many of y'all know leading people ain't easy? You're trying to lead folk with an agenda when they got their own. Ooh, there it is. You're trying to lead your kids when your kids got a different agenda. So, but as a leader over people, you're going to have times y'all ain't got it yet. If you're a wife, you're still a leader. If you're a husband, you're a leader. Don't say leadership is just from the pulpit. No. You're a leader. If you got somebody following you, you're a leader. If you're a parent, you are a leader. What you mean? Because there's somebody got their eyes on you. I need to go there right quick. I said I wouldn't. I said I'm gonna be good from now on out. But I got to put a pin here. If you're going down a dark path and you got folks following you, the people behind you going. If you run into a brick wall and the people behind you, where they going? Can I come on say it? If you living right, you set up a standard of righteousness for those that follow you. But if you live in a raggedy, tore up life, the people behind you are going to follow you down a raggedy, tore up life. The good thing I didn't have my coat. Now, you can come back in the text because y'all going to make it, it's all about the past. No, you a leader.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You got kids. I'm going to keep hitting that. You're a daddy. You got children looking at you.
Yes.
You're a husband. You got your wife looking at you. At your job, everybody, you there, some shape, form, fashion, you are leading something. Yes. So therefore, as a leader, you're going to have people that come against you from the outside.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to have them scoundrels come against you from the inside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So watch this. Let me hurry and get up out of here.
Take time.
The first, we'll look at chapter 1. Watch this. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he married. For he married an Ethiopian woman. Now, first of all, who was Miriam? This is Moses' sister. She was there at the Nile. During his birth. Now, who was Aaron? That was Moses' brother. He assisted Moses down in Egypt. So now you got the brother and the sister coming against the brother. The text says, and Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because he married a black woman. They got mad. This is the first problem.
Okay.
They attacking him because they say he married out of race. But can I tell y'all that's the surface problem.
Tell it.
Y'all sleep.
Yes, sir.
See, Moses is accused of marrying a black woman. It appears that maybe his first wife, Zipporah, has passed and has remarried. But according to the law, Moses has not done anything wrong. God didn't want people marrying outside their culture because of the God they serve. It had nothing to do with skin color. So the text does not support God being displeased with Moses selecting this woman. So if God didn't have a problem with it, why do they? Can I help y'all? They don't really have a problem with it either. There's another problem that runs skin deep. Y'all sleep, that's all right. Now I need to let y'all know something right quick. The text, or the wording of the text, gives emphasis of the fact that Miriam was the ringleader. Aaron is just wishy-washy. You get on Aaron, he'll go to the left. You get on Aaron, he'll go to the right. But the text is saying Sister Miriam got a problem with her Moses. She's hiding it behind, I don't like the wife you selected. Well, Pastor, you keep saying it's a surface problem, but does the text show me that? Show enough. Verse 2.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. Verse 1, read what it said. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman, right?
Right.
Whom he married. For he had married an Ethiopian. That's verse 1. The problem is, you married a black woman. Verse 2. And they said, have the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken by us also? And the Lord heard it. Look at it. Verse 1, you got a problem because he married a black woman. But now verse 2, you saying, has God only spoke to you, but he speak to us? See, the real problem is they got a problem with authority. The black woman was just a cover-up. Can I help y'all? A lot of times folks come at you. On the surface, that ain't the real problem. There's an underlying problem. That's the real issue. You got to see through the fluff. The woman was never the issue.
Yes, sir.
Can I talk sometime in leadership? Folks come to you with something on the surface. That ain't really the issue.
Yes.
Just be quiet. The real problem gonna surface. Folks come at you. You say, where this come from? Be quiet. The real reason they mad gonna come out sooner or later. Is it in the text? You talking about you had a problem with his wife, but now you're saying, hey, are you the only person God talked to? See, the real problem is attack on his authority. Jealousy is going to be the real problem. Now watch this. Miriam, y'all listen to me now, right? Y'all come on, get with me now. Miriam and Aaron held high positions in the nation of Israel. Micah 6:4 says, this is God talking. I brought you up out of Egypt and redeemed you from the land of slavery. Then he says, I sent Moses to lead you, also Aaron and Miriam. Y'all missed that. See, you got their name mentioned with his. And you've been the leader. Sometimes folks get their name called with you. Be quiet. Let me hurry and get out of here. Watch this. Miriam was the first prophetess, musician, leader, dancer, and singer. When they got delivered, right after they got delivered from the Red Sea, you see Miriam's song.
Yes, sir.
She was the first prophetess. Musician, leader, dancer. She high up there on the chain.
Yes, sir.
Miriam was not just another woman.
Amen.
She was Moses' sister.
Amen.
That's right.
She was one of the big three.
Yeah.
Y'all remember back, I think it was Miami or whatever, it was the big three. Was it LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh? The big three, yeah. She was one of the big three. Can I tell you something? As you lead, it might be some big 3 or 4 with you.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Watch this. The new wife just might threaten her position and status. Okay, y'all, that's all right. Moses, Miriam, and Aaron were jealous or envious of the authority God had given Moses, and they wanted to share it. You being a leader in whatever circle you are, sometimes some folk with you are a little jealous because they want more of a piece of the pie than you. Y'all act like y'all sleep. Watch this. Also, this was a reaction after after the 70, because it was a point that God let his spirit fall on the 70 to help Moses lead. Okay, y'all with me? The real problem, be out of here now. Watch this. They were jealous of Moses' power and authority. Those closest to you can and do sometimes become jealous and envious of you. Are y'all quiet beside? Watch this. They are jealous of what God has given and is doing in your life. Yeah, whatever you're doing, you be amazed some folk close to you are jealous because of what God is doing.
Yes, sir.
They will attack and accuse you in one area.
Yes.
But it's really another area of your life that they have a problem with. I don't like your shoe, bro, bass player. But they're really saying, I'm jealous of the way you play. I don't like the way you dress, you don't come prepared. But they're really saying, I don't like the way you play in an anointing. Y'all ain't got it yet. I don't like the way you look. You just don't like the way God has made me look. You got to learn. When folks come to you with something, you got to learn how to read between the doggone lines. What you really mad about? I didn't say that right quick. You ain't heard Moses say a word?
No, sir.
Watch this. Next thing is, they were threatened by the status of Moses' new wife. There are people who are threatened by your new relationships in your life because they feel it will jeopardize their current status. Me, us three and no more. Because if you get another friend, that can't be your friend. It's just us. They start coming at you because you got a new. Watch this. Internally, they were messed up because they felt they were on the same level with Moses.
This, that.
Man, okay.
This, that.
Woo! I'll say it again. Internally, they were messed up.
Yes, sir.
Because they felt they were on the same plane with Moses.
Yes.
People sometimes get delusional because they have similar status and power as you, but they are truly not on the level with you.
Yes, sir.
Just because they heard God's voice, Miriam and Aaron, does not mean they had the ear or the voice for the entire nation.
Yes,
You can have an ear and a voice, but it ain't the voice. You can have a good voice for my marriage, but you ain't got the voice for my marriage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
You preach.
Yes, sir.
First lady, I guess I ain't popping. But it's in the text.
Yes, sir.
Preach your word.
Watch this. They were not the God-ordained leader of the nation of Israel. He was different. Can I tell y'all something? Whatever capacity you leading in,
Tell that.
you are where you are because God put you there.
Yes, sir.
God gave you what you got.
Yes, sir.
And folk don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
You can have the same, you can have similar status, but they ain't you.
Amen.
Let me hurry and get up out of here.
Amen.
Watch this. They incorrectly accused Moses of being prideful. In other words, God, I don't talk to nobody but you. Watch this. They incorrectly accused Moses of being full of pride to make themselves look small. They make him look small, themselves look big. People will talk against you,
Yes, sir.
accuse you of being haughty and arrogant, to try to bring you down to their level and try to make them look bigger.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Again, Moses has not said a word.
I ain't saying a word. Yes, sir.
Folk will lie on you, accuse you, and even try to belittle you falsely for the purpose of making themselves look big and justify what you are saying. But watch this as I move on and get up out of here. They doing all this talking, but the last part of that text says, and the Lord heard.
The Lord.
Miriam, Aaron doing all this talking.
Yeah.
But the last part of the text says, and the Lord heard.
The Lord.
I can have it by my doggone self. See, Moses ain't said a word, but the Lord heard it. Yes, sir. Be careful what you say to and about people. You don't really know who God got his hand on. You might want to shut your doggone mouth. You better be careful who you pick on. The Bible says by your words you shall be justified. By your same words you'll be condemned. You better be careful who you dealing with. You got where you are because God put you there. Folk talking against you, they better be quiet. Just like you heal, God see them and heal too. The Bible says the eyes of the Lord everywhere.
Yes, it is.
God hears everything. Yeah, I think in the Old Testament, one of the leaders said it's a snitch in the camp. They telling us what's going on. One of the guys said, no, it's not. There's that old prophet over there. He know what you and the lady talk about in the bedroom. God hears what you're saying about those that are his. Those of you all that are leading some of the folk talking against you, shut up. God hears what they say about you. I'm headed out now. God's response. God said, look here. And God heard it. Verse 3, y'all, I'm trying to get on out of here now. God's response to all this. Again, y'all get with me. Moses ain't said a word.
Moses ain't saying a word.
If he ain't got enough problem as it is, I'm leading knucklehead folk. Don't want to listen. I'm already uptight. Y'all supposed to be my left hand and my right hand, but now y'all have left me. I got to deal with rebels on the front of me. Got the rebels on the back of me. Now I got my two crutches. Y'all gonna start acting foolish too.
Yeah.
Moses sure enough was saved.
Yes, sir.
Because some of us done went there. But Moses Moses just said words. See, Moses wasn't always like that. But look at verse 3. Let me get y'all out of here. Look at this. Now, verse 3 simply says this. Now Moses, the man, was very meek above all the men which were upon the earth. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Miriam and Aaron say he one thing. You prideful. You this, you that. But when it's time for God to say, God, let the Bible text says us, he was meek. Point. What people say about you don't always equate with how God sees you.
Yes, sir.
They ain't get it.
Yeah.
The folks see it one way.
Yes, sir.
But the text says he's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a child of God, when you're trying to lead people in your own way, well, people will say you one thing, but that is not how you look at the outside of God. But now the text gives me a secret to why he ain't go south.
Okay.
He was meek. Meek does not mean weak.
Yeah.
Y'all forget, Moses killed a brother back in the day, so he ain't forgot how.
Amen. Hey.
Some of y'all be like, I'm crazy. If you knew how to do that, throw that on back in the day, you ain't forgot how. If you're about to cut somebody, you ain't forgot how. Flip. Some people going up about the say what you say. You ain't forgot how. If you was a marksman with a pistol before you got saved, you ain't lost your eyesight. Meek does not mean I have now become weak. Meek ain't no more than strength under control. And as a leader, sometimes you got to learn how to have strength under control. Folks talking stupid to you, saying, oh, man, they somebody got to step.
Look out now.
You weak now, I'm just meek. Because there's a higher power between me and you. Because if it wasn't, you might be picking yourself up. Watch this. God said, well, the text says, now Moses was very meek. Above all. Now, Moses ain't said a word. Sometimes just shut up and let God.
Let God.
Amen.
It's hard for us to talk and fight and God doing it at the same time.
Right about that. Yes,
Watch this. We're walking it down. I'm out of here. Verse 4. And the Lord spoke later. No. See, he spoke suddenly. Y'all got to read the text. They attacking my boy. The text says, and the Lord spoke suddenly.
Amen.
To Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. He said, all three of y'all, come out of here.
Yeah.
Moses ain't said a word. Sometimes when folk come against you, just shut up and stand there.
Shut up.
Because God called everybody. All three of y'all, come out of here.
Yes, sir.
Y'all missing the word suddenly when you're God's child.
Yeah.
Sometimes he don't wait a long time to defend you. Suddenly he said, y'all three come in.
Yes, sir.
Verse 5, and the Lord came down a pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. Watch this. You got to read the text.
Yes.
And the Lord did what? He came down. Y'all got to read the text.
Yes, sir.
He came down.
He called them first.
Yes.
He came down. He stood. Y'all ain't got it yet. Y'all think y'all by yourself. But the Lord like, oh, wait. Y'all down ain't coming up? Let me come on down.
Show up.
Now, I'm going to stand in the door of the tabernacle.
Yes, sir.
All this dissension and discord.
Yes, sir.
Can I help y'all?
Help us.
Y'all big three, y'all still the leaders.
Yeah.
Y'all acting a fool in front of the whole congregation. Sometimes as a leader, you got to learn how to do stuff behind closed doors. God said, come here, all three of y'all. He came.
Yes,
He
sir.
stood. And he called. I like the last part. He called out. He called out three of them. He said, y'all three come, all three of y'all come up. Three came up out.
Okay.
Then he say, Aaron and Miriam.
Step forward.
Moses still back there. Y'all remember when you got your children? Come here. Everybody came out.
Yeah.
But the one that's going to get it, so-and-so come on up.
Yes, sir.
Aaron and Miriam,
Okay.
Step on up. Got news for y'all. It's some folk that's talking that crazy with y'all. God said, step on up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Step on up. I don't need those now. I think I'm good. Step on up. Watch this. And look what now look at this. Verse 6. God said, and he said, hear now my words. See, y'all been doing a whole lot of idle talking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all been talking without knowledge.
Yeah.
He says, now hear my words.
My word.
For him to say, hear my words, he must have been hearing their words.
Yes, sir.
Can I help some of y'all?
Help us.
A whole lot of folk having some behind the door conversations about you. They talk about you in the natural realm. They talk about you behind doors. And even got folk playing with goofy ducks like you in the spiritual realm. There's a whole lot of folk having they think it's a confidential situation. But ain't nothing confidential about God. I know I'm right. Been there, done, I get happy. So folk get to talk about you long enough. I'm talking about them goofy tough folk. Yeah, y'all know Mr. and Mrs. Right like y'all don't play. Yeah, you know them folk that bury stuff in there. Yeah, y'all talking about them folk. See, when them folk have some conversation about you, and God will let a prophet come and say, this is what they saying about you. Ain't nothing coming, y'all ain't got it yet. When you're God's child, all things are brought to the light. I'm glad all things will come to the light. Ain't nothing done in the dark. When you're God's show no child, you can talk about something behind his back all you want. But the text ain't God heard. He says now,
Yes, sir.
since y'all want to talk, hear my words.
Hear my word.
That's right.
My servant, look what he said. Now he says, if there be a prophet among you, I will make myself known unto him in a vision and speak unto him in a dream. In other words, he's saying, the prophet, I speak to you in visions. Visions like you could be sitting right here and look in the spirit, you'll see it clear. And dreaming when you're asleep, but as though you're awoke. He says to my prophets, if there's one, I'll let it be known. I will show myself. Y'all got to read the text.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If there be a prophet or prophetess among you,
Yes, sir.
I will make myself known unto them in the vision.
Amen.
I will introduce myself in the vision.
Yes, sir.
I'll make my will known. And I will speak in a dream.
Amen.
But now, verse 7.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But my servant Moses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It ain't like that.
Hey.
But my servant Moses not so. Who was faithful in all my house.
Yeah.
Him will I speak mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
Even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And in the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Watch this. Wherefore, why are you not afraid to speak? Let's talk about it for a second as I descend to a conclusion. He said, if you got a prophet, I'll reveal myself to them in dreams and visions.
Yes.
Moses, a different type of person. Some folks get mad about who you are. They talking to some people out there talking against you and everything. Because you need to let them know God dealing with y'all in part.
Yes,
but y'all a different type of person. God saying Moses ain't like so with Moses. See, I speak with Moses differently.
Yes, sir.
Now, face to face, no man can see God's face and live.
Yes, sir.
That's not what he's saying. But God is saying there is a level of intimacy that I have with Moses that I don't have with y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't mad about where you are. But God himself saying, no, I don't talk to Moses. See, I give you bits and pieces of the thing. Moses get the full revelation. Some folks mad about what you got. They got a relationship with God, but that relationship ain't yours. Stop trying to let folks dictate who you are when God already knows who you are. He said Moses is different. Why is he different? He said he was faithful.
Yes, sir.
In all my house.
Yes, sir.
He was faithful in all my house. Hebrews talks about it too. No, he was faithful over a few things.
Yeah.
So you got to realize, and Miriam and Aaron, y'all was added to the plan.
Yes, sir.
Moses is part of my plan. I'm saying? Y'all looking at the little boy, but y'all don't know what I did with Moses. Moses was in my before thoughts. Y'all might be an afterthought. Moses was somebody special. Moses said, can I see you? God said, you can't see me face to face. But go up to the cliff, son. See my back part. There's some things about God Moses saw they ain't able to see. There are some places in God you can go. Other folk can't go.
Yes, sir.
God is setting this record straight.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell it, tell it.
Moses is different.
Yes.
Amen.
His birth is different.
Yes.
His plan is different.
Yes.
His preparation is different.
Amen.
That's my boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Y'all alone to help.
Uh-huh.
Y'all got to know something. Some y'all people come against y'all. You still ain't heard Moses say a word.
I said a word.
Humble.
As the old folks say, as I leave, the country folks say, it's time to go to the woodshed.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Time to go to the woodshed.
The old folks say, time to go to the woodshed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And younger folk like me say, that's strike 3, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Now you get your kids, you tell them strike 1. Then you tell them a week later, strike 2. Then after so they keep at, strike 3, let's go. What's strike 3? You about to find out. Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Meet me in the bedroom. Mama go take a walk. We'll be good in a few minutes. God is like, okay then. Tell them to go to the woodshed.
Yes, sir.
There's some folk that come against you.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got to do but shut your mouth. Stand right there.
Yes, sir.
God will fight for you. Don't take them to the woodshed. Because you are where you are. Because God ordained you. God has purposed you. He has prepared you. He has placed you for where you are. It ain't no joker's business trying to come against what God has done. Trying to make sure I stay true to the text. Did dispense.
Yes, sir.
And the angel of the Lord, verse 9, was kindled against him, and he departed. And the cloud departed from out the tabernacle. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. God said, okay, I'm gone now. Watch this. Miriam became white as snow. Now Aaron. She was the ringleader.
Yes.
Can I help some of y'all?
Help us.
2 or 3 might be plotting. God probably gonna get the ringleader.
Yes, sir.
Any of y'all watch the crime shows?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes they got kids killing their folk. They might deal with the kids or whatever. They going to the mastermind who mess with the kids' mind. Although they didn't do it, they the one gonna get the penalty because they were in control of it. 2 or 3 might be coming against you, but God gonna get the ringleader. Verse 11, and Aaron, watch this. Show enough leaving now. I don't know what time. God stepped back. Sister Miriam became white as snow. Aaron said, uh-oh. Aaron said, uh-oh. Hold on, wait a minute. Probably said, am I next?
I'm gonna get.
Well, in verse 10, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was white. Uh-oh. Black preacher imagination. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Verse 11 says this. Watch this. And Aaron said to Moses, Allah, my Lord, can I stop?
Yeah.
Just a few verses later, you say you was equal with me. Now you address me as my Lord. What happened? What changed?
Yes, sir.
He still ain't said a word. Does it not say? Verse 11, and Aaron said to Moses, Allah, my Lord. Wait a minute. You talking crazy a minute ago. Now I'm your Lord again?
Yes, sir.
See, although folk may want to come against you, God will always let folk know who you really are. He says, I beseech you, I pray, lay not the sin upon us. He praying for me, but he also saying us too. I don't know if it's coming in you too. Don't let this, look what he says. I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us. See, God will show your folk when they wrong. God will show folk what you can't.
Yes,
Amen.
sir.
Amen. Yes, sir.
You can sit back and go back and forth talking all you want anyway tomorrow. Just shut up.
Shut up.
Let go.
Yes, sir.
Let God handle it.
Yes, sir.
See, when God starts talking to everybody, he like he have heard. When God talks, everybody listens.
Amen. Yes, sir.
He said, he said, verse 11, wherein we have done foolishly. Oh, now you see you're wrong.
We.
Now you see you're wrong.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And wherein we have sinned. He said, let her not be as one dead, of whom flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of mother womb. God has a way of bringing those who trouble you back to you for help.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Be careful who you cross.
Yes, sir.
That may be the same person that had to come pray for you.
Yes,
Be
sir.
careful who you talk about.
Yes, sir.
That person may have the keys to your healing.
Yes, sir.
You
Amen.
might want to be careful who you talk about.
Yeah.
That person might have the financial blessing you need.
Amen.
God got a way
Yeah.
of bringing folks back full circle. You better be careful.
Yeah.
Is it in the text?
Yes, sir.
All right there.
Yep.
Look at this. Look how Moses addressed Moses. Look how Aaron addressed Moses. God will show your enemies who you really are.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Verse 13. And Moses cried out. This is the first time he said anything now.
First time.
The first time, and when he opens his mouth, he pleading for other folk. Y'all done accused me. Said all men against me. Now the first time I open my mouth is, Lord, please help them.
Yes, sir.
When you let the Lord handle the dissension, oh, when it's time you open your mouth, you ain't got to bless them your way. You better bless them God's way. Be careful how you handle God's folk. That might be the one to lead you a helping hand. I'm gone now, but I like what the Lord said.
Yes, sir.
And Moses cried to the Lord saying, heal her now, God. Now a whole lot of us would have said, good, folk. Do it even more.
Yeah.
But when your heart is right,
Your heart is right.
you forgive those
Yes, sir.
that despitefully use you.
Yes, sir.
They slap you on the left side. Turn right to the right side.
Yes, sir.
They call you everything but a child of God. But you turn around and say, I love you anyhow. When you learn how to let the Lord fight your battle, all you got to do is stand still. He'll make that thing right for you. But you got to learn how to hold your peace. When God was talking, Moses is silent. Moses said, hear me, Lord. He said, oh God, I beseech thee. But look at God as we go.
Okay.
God and the Lord said to Moses, get paraphrasing, I hear you,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I hear you, and I'm going to do what you said, but,
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
watch this, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
Whoa.
Let her be shut out of the camp for 7 days. In other words, God is saying, I hear you, but she going to have to let this one run its course.
Yes, sir. Give her a week.
No, if her dad had spit in her face,
Uh-huh.
the bottom line, God is saying, no, she can't help y'all. Good God Almighty. Sometimes you might want us to fight back, because when God fight back, He gonna let everything run its full course.
Yes, sir.
I hear you, Moses. I'm gonna heal her, but she gonna serve 7 days for this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Y'all missed that.
Yes, sir.
God is saying, I'm gonna heal her, but I got to make an example out of her.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because if I don't make an example out of her, you got some other folk think they can do the exact same y'all. Those of you all that are in management, and you have a problem pulling the trigger, meaning letting folk go. When you allow jokers to talk to you stupid, and you don't deal with it, all you doing is setting the precedence that other folk go challenge your authority and talk to you stupid. God is like, I'm gonna get. I'll remember this.
Yes, sir.
I hear you, and I'm gonna help But what she did,
Yes, sir.
she tried to defame you.
Yes.
She tried to bring you down.
Yes.
I ain't letting that go.
That ain't gonna happen.
You better be careful who you deal with.
Yes,
Some
sir.
of y'all got people coming against you, they better be careful.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They
sir.
better be careful.
Yes, sir.
Because don't think it's going to be over. You got 7 days.
7 days.
He said, but watch this. As I say, I always end on a good note. She served her 7 days, but the text says,
The text says.
and Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days. And the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought back.
That's right.
In other words, she still was a big three. She was still in God's plan.
Yes, sir.
But she got out of line.
Yes, sir.
God put her back in line.
Yes, sir.
But the whole camp
Yes.
said, we're not going any further until our sister is restored.
Amen.
So what are you saying? As a child of God, go back to what I said earlier. Just because you've gotten by, doesn't mean you got away.
Whoa.
Hey, there's something else.
Yes.
But watch this. God said, no, Moses, I'm going to do it for you. But I got to prove a point.
Yes.
For 7 days.
7 days.
But while God was disciplining them, the whole, you get to have people out there going, yeah! See, not like y'all.
They ain't no spectators.
No, I said exactly what I meant. Not like y'all. God, you finally got them. You finally brought them down the ruins. They shut up and got quiet and let God do his work. Because when God do his work, you still part of the family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why we don't rejoice over a brother or sister being totally tore down.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
When God is whooping, get somewhere and shut up and sit down.
Yes, sir.
They say the camp didn't move
Count didn't move.
because Miriam was still a key player
Yes, sir.
in the camp.
Amen.
Not like us who want folk to see folk fall and be totally destroyed. You often want to see them corrected.
Amen.
The message is this as I go. Let God handle it. That as leaders, whatever you lead, people going to come at you. A lot of times what they come at you with is not the real problem. The real problem is they're jealous of where you are. But you got to understand, better way, wherever you are, whatever you have, God has put you there.
Yes.
I don't know why I keep playing with them, but whatever, you got to realize, folk might not like it, but what the anointing you play under,
Yes.
God gave it to you.
Amen.
If y'all don't like it, that's your problem.
Yes, sir.
God gave you that.
Yes,
Hey,
Get up with God.
folk get mad, but whatever God gave you,
Yes, Lord.
He gave you.
Yes.
Whatever position you are in your home, whatever leadership you are, whatever you are, God put you there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord.
And people, I'm telling you, I'm gone, but people are going to come against you. The outside folk don't bother. I've been with y'all long enough. Y'all are to the point, you expect it from the outside.
Yes, sir.
I don't care about Joe Blow bothering me. Joe Blow ain't got to go home with me. But when those jokers in my house raise up,
Yes, sir.
that's the problem.
Yes.
Care about folk in other church.
Yes,
But
sir.
when y'all raise up,
Yes,
that
sir.
bothers me.
Amen.
As people gonna come against you. But you gotta learn in leadership, and I'm gone. Because I think I'm dealing with Moses. It's not how people treat you as leaders,
Yes.
but it is how you respond. I'll say it again, I'm gone. As leaders,
Yes.
it ain't how people treat you, but it is how you respond.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Why? Because you are still leading the people.
Amen. Amen.
If Moses had acted a fool, how would that look for the people?
Yes, sir. You right.
I'm trying to go, but you are where you are. But God will not put you somewhere and not sustain you there.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
The message is that folks will come against you. Under the they will come at you one way, but it's really another problem they got. They got a problem with who you are.
Yes, sir.
They got a problem with what God has done for you.
Yes, sir.
They got a problem where you are.
Yes, sir.
Don't fuss. Don't fight. Just be quiet.
Just be quiet.
Because don't be surprised after a little bit of time they come back. Can you pray for me?
Yes, sir. I need your help.
Don't be sprite and come back saying, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Amen.
It was in the text.
Yes, sir.
The doors of the church are open. I'm done.